2015, and now it's time for HWR's Raw Reaction. I am your hardcore host, Brickhead, and I got the hardcore crew here with me. First, he's my sidekick, he is my partner, he is the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what's up?
How's everybody doing?
And then over from WGSTV, we have the WrestleGamer, Double B. Billy, what's up?
Is there any way we can push the reset button on Monday Night Raw tonight?
Yeah, it was kind of a lame Monday Night Raw. But last and certainly not least, we have the incomparable Lance Moss over at youtube.com/Lance Moss TV. Lance, what'd you think about tonight's Raw?
In what way does Big E versus Cena qualify as a main event match?
Well, you know what, guys? Let's talk about that for a minute. We'll go backwards here a little bit. We're going to be jumping around. And, yeah, the Monday night main event was John Cena, where he had this U.S. Open Challenge. We heard Dolph Ziggler's music come out, but he doesn't come out alone. He comes out pretty much nearly out cold with the New Day, and New Day says that Big E's going to be the one to challenge. Now, for what Big E did, he actually brought Cena, gave him a good match. There was one botch, though. I think it was a backdrop where Cena landed on his head. Of course, though, despite the New Day coming in and trying to get involved, Cena still gets to win with the AA after the match. New Day starts beating the shit out of Cena. Ziggler comes out and accidentally, and I say accidentally, kicks John Cena in the face. 3D comes down for the assist, and New Day still wound up standing tall victorious as Raw comes to a close. Billy, I know you have a lot to rant about. What were your thoughts with this ending, or as this match was progressing?
I can sum it up with one question. What kind of an ending was it? And it was something, we've been talking on Skype all night. And one of the questions I posed to you guys is the fact that could WWE be possibly overhyping the United States Open Challenge just to have a less than credible person in the main event? And lo and behold, what happens? Big E.
Well, there was reports that even NXT wrestlers are going to be coming up for the U.S. Challenge, but we also heard that John Cena is going to be taking some extended time off. So how valid that that report is still yet to be confirmed. Andy, I know you weren't exactly too happy with tonight's Raw main event. Your thoughts?
The whole program for the last 3 weeks, we've had 3 on the trot now, 3 proper shit shows. Please don't make it 4 next week.
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 Divas matches. One was it was Natalya versus Paige, where Paige got the win. I'm sorry, Natalya got the win over Paige with the sharpshooter. You thought that something was going to happen after the match, and it really didn't. It was just kind of it's a match just to say for the sake they had a match. Then they had the 6 Diva match, which I know, we had the Studley man Ashley on, and he was ranting, saying that it's really getting stale and boring. And for a matter of fact, guys, it is getting boring. Lance, your thoughts?
Well, since most of the match we were talking about whether Alicia Fox had a boob job or not, that should tell you a lot about this match.
Yeah, it shows you how much we were truly paying attention. For the record, Sasha did
That and taunting me with Oksana.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
This is true. And Sasha Banks did get the win with what is called the bank statement, or as HWR likes to call it, the camel toe. So you guys can take a pick on which one you'd like to call it.
Hashtag gratuitous crotch shot.
Say that 5 times fast, folks. We also saw during the middle of the show, it was supposed to be a tag team where Seth Rollins was supposed to team up with Kane, and that was, again, it was all too predictable because you saw how it was going to turn out. Basically, it was them versus the Dudley Boys. Kane gets injured. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He gets handcuffed to the ring. And seconds later, he gets knocked off the ring, and that handcuff, which is supposed to be real, which looked, I don't know, like the little $3 toys handcuffs that you can get at Kmart, breaks off. Kane gets sent to the back, and who comes out but the Demon
Super Kane.
Exactly. I really liked the way they were doing it at first, but now it's becoming so blatantly obvious. we've even talked before in the past how we would have liked to have seen a second Kane come out to kind of like have everybody question, or at least the storyline question, wow, whoa, who's this? What's going on? And Andy, your thoughts?
It's just a rehash of can't think of the guy's name at the moment from TNA. Abyss, that's the guy. It's just a rehash from Abyss.
And you're not the only one who thought that. Joe Knight from CWA, who's not with us tonight, he kind of called the same thing. It reminds me more of the Incredible Hulk. He's fine when he's all happy. He gets hurt, and then he transforms. So that's where I see that reference. Billy, your thoughts?
The reason why you can easily reference the whole TNA Abyss thing is think back to when they were just starting to do the Joseph Park gimmick and character. And whenever Joseph Park saw his blood, that's when he would metamorphosize into Abyss for just a brief period and then would relapse back into Joseph Park. In a sense, you kind of see that with the way they do Corporate King. Corporate King would get hurt, he'd go to the back and then, quote, metamorphosize into the Demon King. That's where the references are coming from, in my personal opinion.
You're right, but either way, I have to agree that it's actually being better executed than TNA's version because, like you said before, his name was Joseph Parks, and of course they had Abyss, and they were saying they were brothers. And when he got hurt, he didn't get brought out into the back and change into his, his outfit. He was still the same guy, so I really had not much of, it wasn't too impressed. Lance, your thoughts?
It's so tongue-in-cheek. I find it hilarious. Honestly, it's like, yeah, you know it's gonna happen. You saw it as pie. But even Kane almost looked into the camera and winked. That's why I was kind of able to enjoy it, because they're making it so blatant. Like, hey guys, this son of a bitch is so dumb. He don't even know I'm supposed to come out here and beat his ass.
Now, Andy, you just put a comment in the Skype room. And I'd like you to make that comment and relay to everybody who's listening.
Yeah, anyone who's watching the program, like they suggested, straight after Raw on the network is a 24-hour cameras behind the scenes, the making of NXT, which is what I'm watching at the moment. And they've just shown, yes, I do hate this guy with a passion. Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, call him what you will. They've just shown a load of the WWE stars walking across the road to the NXT building, and you've got people like Finn Balor. Excuse me, can I have a picture, please? Yeah, no problem. Can I have an autograph? Yeah, no problem. Kevin Steen gets out of his nice fucking limo that he's just been able to afford with his nice big paycheck. Kevin, can I have a photograph? I haven't got time. Walk straight past them all. You ignorant prick.
And he's not the only one.
He's got a fucking ego before he's even done anything. You ignorant prick. I hope you're listening to this show. I'll challenge you to a fucking match, you ignorant prick.
Wow.
Andy, can I bring something to your attention about the way Kevin Owens' gimmick is run in WWE?
Yeah, but we're not talking about gimmicks now, Bill. You don't have to carry a gimmick on when you walk into a building of work. He is, whatever his real name is, he is Kevin Owens walking to work. He isn't in character. He's out of character. And people who are going to defend him by saying that's his character, go and fuck yourself, because that's a joke.
But Andy, you have to look at the point of the business and the way the business is run. Whenever you're out there in the public eye, especially when you're representing the WWE in any sort of fashion, there is a key rule of that. And actually, there have been people who have been fired for not following that key rule. The key rule of kayfabe. The term kayfabe is overly used a lot, especially by people in the IWC and especially in the YWC. But in the wrestling industry, it is an inherently serious rule that if you break kayfabe, then there are serious consequences.
I see whether you're a nasty person or a nice person, if someone's asking you for an autograph, that should be an honour for that person that you are recognised by that person.
Yeah. And if I can
interject that's here, like your thank you to that fan for recognising you. Basically, that person's paying his wages, and he's basically popped him the middle finger and walked straight past him. And the thing was, he was a small guy, a little guy. What?
Let me ask you: was this shown on a WWE program?
It's on now. It's on WWE. 24 cameras follow the
proven.
men and women of NXT. It's on the show now.
Case.
The live show
Well,
as we're
let
on
me
now.
interject here, guys. Hold on one second. Now, Billy, I understand to a point what you're saying, but I also understand to a point what Andy's saying. Now, you say that, heels have to follow kayfabe because the rules aren't set. Well, let's take a look at Seth Rollins. By far, probably right now, one of the most heated heels as we speak in the industry today. And yet he goes out and he signs autographs with fans. He does make a wish for other fans. Now, you can say, well, that's because he's the WWE champion. But is that really the case, or is it just, do we see just, Kevin Owens just being a douchebag? You have to ask yourself that honestly.
Unless we know the guy personally and his work style and his work ethic, and especially what he's under contract and contracted to do, especially on WWE live programming, such as what Andy is referencing right now, we really can't make a definitive assertion as to what exactly, if that was, the real Kevin Steen, his interaction with a fan, or if that was something he was contractually obligated to do as Kevin Owens.
Okay.
But he's done it all his... I mean, if you look back at his indie stuff, he's always had a massive chip on his shoulder.
Well, while we're talking
there's no wrong with believing in yourself, but I'm sorry, if you're a celebrity and somebody asks for your autograph, it's the biggest disrespectful thing to do to show them the booking back of your hand, walk away.
No.
I don't care who you are, even if you're the biggest baddie in a movie, you sign autographs. That's your job.
Okay, now let me get it back in. Let's get back on track to Raw. The rest of the matches, for what they were, nothing super special. We saw Sheamus and Neville, and pretty much was almost looked like a squash match. Sure, the King Barrett was involved, but it was still a very short match.
Much better than what they did Saturday night with him and Stardust.
That's definitely true. Also, Kevin Owens versus Sin Cara. That was another very predictable match. Some good spots for what it was, but again, we knew it was coming. The only other match that I could really make a comment on, I would like to go across the board, was the opening match, which was the Wyatts and what I call the Shield Brothers and Randy Orton. Billy, what did you think of this opening match?
This is something we haven't seen in wrestling, especially in WWE programming, is a good, exciting start to a Monday Night Raw, and that's exactly what you got out of these three. And these six guys worked with such a really good chemistry with each other. They were able to really work the crowd. You even heard it in the crowd. The crowd was chanting, "This is awesome!" And I have to agree with them that it was awesome, because we haven't seen a good, exciting start to Monday Night Raw in quite some time, and we definitely got that out of this match.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to agree with you there. Andy, your thoughts of the opening match?
Better than the opening segment with Brock Lesnar in, but yeah, the opening segment. The only thing is, I agree and disagree with what Billy was saying. Do the wrestling fans know what the actual term of awesome means? Because I was watching the Brock Lesnar match and Big Show match on the pay-per-view live, $9.99 on the network. Must get that plug in for Vince, even though he doesn't give us any discount. And the crowd was shouting, "This is awesome!" on that match. There was nothing awesome about that pay-per-view.
It's IWC smart marks.
And
no, it would be an insult to call them
can't
smart.
remember. I can honestly say I cannot remember the last time I saw the match and I thought that was awesome. I really can't.
I have to say there have been some decent matches over the past couple of months, although the past three Raws as a whole have been kind of like crappy. Last week's Raw was a little bit better, but it still was nothing to write home about. This week's Raw, and I think we're all in agreement, was kind of crappy. Real quick, as far as the MSG, live at MSG, as a whole, I did not care for the pay-per-view. The match between Big Show and Brock Lesnar, I had to give Brock Lesnar a little bit of credit, and I had to give Big Show a little bit of credit. It was a short match, but the quality of the match for what they both did was decent. I was really shocked that Brock sold the way he did as much as he did.
I don't even classify the MSG show as a pay-per-view show. It's a house show with cameras.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a mini pay-per-view, as I called it, or an event. But you know what? We're going to wrap this up, and we want to hear your fans. What do you think about these matches? What did you think about the main event, which was kind of very lukewarm? Please put your comments in the comments section below. Please make sure you follow us over at our Facebook pages. One's Hardcore Wrestling Radio, and the other one is HWR Chat Room. And last and certainly not least, please take a few seconds and hit that subscribe button. I would like to thank the incomparable Lance Moss for coming on. Lance, what do you got going on, and where can everybody find you?
You can find me at Lance Moss TV. It's youtube.com/Lance Moss TV. I got album reviews, NASCAR discussion videos, redneck Normal cooking videos, musical equipment reviews, some rants, and every Wednesday I go live with Lance Moss TV and friends. Hell, you might even see Billy and some of the guys in the chat room. Who knows? Because I never know who's going to show up in the be on the sub. Come by, check it out, and hit me up on Twitter. It's at Lance Moss TV.
How does he make me do it? Every week he makes me do it.
Or else I'll send Elmo after you.
And that, folks, is the WrestleGamer. He's over at WGSTV. Billy, what do you got coming up?
Oh, definitely got more episodes of Franbo and Sakura Fantasy coming up. Also with more with Mid-South Extreme Wrestling, including the title match between Christian Blake and Dirty Andy Dalton from Texas. And also, like I said, I'm also doing reviews and discussions, and I'm going to have a more in-depth analysis of Monday Night Raw coming up tomorrow on WGSTV at youtube.com/WrestleGamer.
All right. And, of course, we have my sidekick, my partner. He is the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what do you got going on? Where can everybody find you?
Yeah, we've got nothing going on now for the next couple of weeks. We're taking a bit of a chill out, recharging the batteries, but you can catch up with everything that we're up to on www.stokehaunted.com, where you'll find links for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, every other kind of social networking bullshit site that you want to go on.
All right. And also, guys, keep in mind, we are a live show. We do our Monday Night Raw reaction immediately after Raw. And tomorrow night, we're going to have our In the Moment. And that's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Tuesday. If you guys got something to say, come on and say it. You can say what you want, how you want to say it. And if you really want to be insulted, that's what the son of a bitch is there for. He'll insult you even more. So for everyone here, I am your hardcore host, Rick Head, saying we'll see you when we see you.
If anyone posts in the comments that WrestleGamer loves Oksana, I will find you and I will kill you.